My name is Don John. Southampton has many black histories, and these are some of them.
No place and no person is insignificant.
It's a closer reminder of sort of what black people have been through.
There are so many stories that are hidden, that haven't been heard, and they need to be heard.
Docks, Southampton, 1889. This black man came marching in, Caribbean style. What kind of life in this city do darker people survive, when we know so very rare were their kind? With wife, 7 children, one son a hero, Louis, horse whisperer, and Lou helps the here and now.
He did seek, and in time, white shades of his family antecedents we now find. My family were here in the late 19th century, the early 20th century, and obviously Alexander, my great-great-grandfather, was an immigrant who came over here and he settled here and married a British lady, and they went on to have 7 children. He was a pub landlord, he was a businessman, and his 4 children also served in World War I, and one became a fighter pilot. My great-grandfather, I'm so proud of him, and actually I'm named after him and his wife. So my name's Louise Kathleen and his name is Louis and his wife is called Kathleen. So obviously I'm a white woman, but I do have black heritage, and so I think it's really important for me, particularly when I was on maternity leave and I was researching my family, that I can pass that on to my children and they can understand the story of our family. If it wasn't for my great-great-grandfather Alexander that came over from St Vincent, we wouldn't be here. So it's really important for future generations to understand the real history of Southampton.
Now spare a moment of your Poppy Day pride, for a day when over 600 black South African troops for this Commonwealth died, on promises of equality callously broken, segregation, no guns for protection, not even a token. Emboldening Black history, a visual guide. This mural, celebration, commemoration of how dreams and nightmares of Windrush generation mutually applied.
There was hostility, there was racism, they couldn't go to certain places in the centre of town. Even churches wouldn't accept them because it was felt that the congregation would feel that they were, not acceptable. So all of that needed to be dealt with, and of course they were far, far away from home. And I think these people who came, they were so brave.
Floating in like a butterfly, October 71. Galactic superstar glitters in southern English village, gifting bragging rights for many years to come.
If I was a kid, like 6 years old from Southampton, Muhammad Ali come here. I don't need to know why. It doesn't matter. It's just like Muhammad Ali.
If you don't like it,
I think the main thing to learn is that no place and no person is insignificant. It's not just young black kids, but also young white or Asian, because not only does it create inspiration for a sport, but also like creates that connectivity between different cultures and the love and stuff like that. So.
Time on the races, boycott the Royal Oak. Call time on the races, boycott the Royal Oak. Call time on the races, boycott the Royal Oak. Call time on the races.
It was one of the biggest demonstrations of its kind seen in Southampton. The protesters are angry at what they say is a policy of not serving blacks. One claims he was refused the drink for no reason.
Amid hate, suspicion, discrimination and lies, emerged a conviction to prize this city's eyes wide open. Could that time be this time again?
You know, what this illustrates is people of Southampton, black and white, will not in 1988 accept that type of attitude.
Could that time be this time again? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. For this soundtrack you're hearing, I give you Joe Harriott, a virtuoso with a genius to bring a room, a town, a city alive with the sound of jazz, but a new style he skillfully designed. Buried in Southampton, remembered by a few but influenced to many, this masterful musician died with no pounds. What's changed? He hardly had a penny.
He sort of brought these new ideas to jazz and sort of the UK to sort of change up the jazz scene. And I think with jazz and music in general being such a big part of my life, I think finding out sort of where it's all come from, where the start of it was, has really just made me feel more connected with it and made it an even bigger part in my life. The fact that Southampton's so local, it makes it more relatable. So I think it's a closer reminder of sort of what black people have been through.